Scientists have uncovered fascinating behaviors in female dogs that reveal who they truly trust. And surprisingly, great owners often notice these signs first. From the way she looks at you to how she reacts when you leave, these tiny behaviors reveal just how strong your bond really is. See how many you recognize, and let me know at the end. Number 1. The pile she won't let you wash. You've picked that pile up and put it in the laundry, at least once, and she dug it back out. You called her naughty. She was rebuilding. Before a female gives birth, she builds a whelping den. Soft things, dragged into a tight-walled corner. Here's the detail everyone misses. She doesn't take clean blankets. She takes the fabric that smells most of you. Your worn shirt, your pillowcase. Your scent is the safest thing in that building, so she wraps imaginary babies in it. A male pulls a blanket around because it's warm. Circle, flop, done in 10 seconds. He never carries fabric room to room with a purpose. Try it tonight. Drop a shirt you wore today in the middle of the floor. Walk away. Don't call her. See where it ends up within the hour. She isn't sleeping on your smell. She's insulating a nursery with it. You've been putting her nursery through the wash for years. Number 2, you are not her favorite. You're her den mate. Let's rule things out, because the usual answers are wrong. Theory 1, she picks whoever feeds her. Have someone else feed her for a week. Watch her still follow you. Theory 2, she picks whoever's home most. Plenty of dogs skip the person working from home and wait for the one who left at dawn. Both fail. Look at the nest. Whose clothes are in it? That's your answer, and it's colder than you'd expect. During a false pregnancy, she has to choose a den scent. She isn't picking who she likes most. She's picking whose smell drops her nervous system into safety. A male attaches too, but his tracks whoever plays and walks him. Change that, and it moves. Hers was locked in during a hormonal event. It doesn't move. You weren't chosen for what you do. You were chosen for what you smell like when she's frightened. She didn't pick a favorite. She picked a shelter, and it was you. Number 3, the milk that shows up for somebody else's babies. Every shelter worker has made this phone call at least once. An orphaned litter comes in. Days old, eyes shut, no mother. Someone remembers a female in the building who isn't pregnant, has never been pregnant, and has no reason to care. They put the babies near her anyway. She cleans them. She lies down and lets them latch. Within a day or two, she's producing milk. Nobody trained that. The suckling itself triggers the hormone release, and her body just says yes. It's been documented with puppies, with kittens, with animals that aren't even her species. A male physically cannot do this. No version, no partial version. He can guard a kitten. He'll never offer to feed it. So listen, next time she meets something tiny, that soft, low, humming whine isn't excitement. That's a mother calling something toward her. She'll do it for an animal she met 4 minutes ago. No blood, no history. Her body just says yes again. Number 4, the 6-second stare. That changes her blood. There's an experiment for that, and you can run a version tonight. In 2015, a study in the journal Science looked at the loop between dogs and owners. A soft gaze raises oxytocin in both of you. That's the bonding chemical. The same one firing between a human mother and her newborn. Then they pushed it. They gave dogs oxytocin directly. The females gazed at their owners significantly longer. The males didn't shift. Same hormone, same dose. Only her wiring answered. So when she settles across the room and just watches you, she isn't waiting for food. Her chemistry is topping itself up. And it's using your face. Test it. Sit on the floor at her level. Don't say her name. Don't pat your leg. Soft eyes, 1 slow blink. Now count to 6. Most females hold it the whole way. Many slow blink back. That isn't obedience. That's her chemistry quietly reaching for you. Number 5, the 2 weeks she becomes your shadow. Think of a stretch where she was just strange with you, following you to the bathroom, sighing at your feet, refusing dinner, then inhaling it the next night, snapping at a dog she normally ignores, then coming home and leaning her whole weight on your legs like an apology. You wondered if she was sick. She was cycling. An unspayed female runs a hormonal cycle roughly twice a year, and the mood shift starts before you see anything physical. Progesterone climbs, then falls off a cliff. That crash is what triggers the phantom pregnancy, the nesting, all of it. Her personality can bend around it for 3 weeks. A male has no cycle, none. His moods come from his environment. Hers come from her bloodstream. So open your notes app. Today's date, 2 lines on how she's acting. In a few months, you'll have her rhythm, and you'll stop calling her difficult on the exact days she needs you closest. Number 6. Why she freezes before she obeys. Hold a treat where she can see it. Hide it behind a cushion, lift the cushion, now do it again, but swap it for one that's clearly a different size while it's out of sight. A researcher at the University of Vienna ran a version of this with balls in 2011. When the object came back wrong, the female dogs stared far longer than the males did. That staring isn't confusion, it's a mismatch alarm. She had a mental picture, and reality didn't match it, which is exactly why she pauses when you call her. That half second where she looks at you first, and you mutter that she's being stubborn. She's checking her picture against yours. He's built to act and adjust. She's built to look and be certain. Say the cue once, then let her finish thinking. She isn't slow, she's careful. And careful was keeping puppies alive long before it ever inconvenienced you. Number 7. The order she cleans you in. 2 scenes, side by side. Scene 1. You walk in. A dog jumps up, licks your chin, your hand, the air, your chin again. Fast, messy, tail hammering the wall. 60 seconds later, he's forgotten you exist. Scene 2. You sit down after a long day. She waits until you've stopped moving. Then she starts. Your hand first, slow, then your wrist, then the corner of your face, then your ear. That second one isn't a greeting. That's the order a mother uses on a puppy. Face and ears first, then down, in long, unhurried strokes. It's the routine that keeps a newborn alive, and it's in her whether she's ever had a litter or not. The giveaway is rhythm. Excitement licking is fast and scattered. This repeats the same path. Tonight, don't laugh and pull your hand away. Sit still and let her finish. Watch her lie down against you and exhale. She just put you to bed. Number 8. Play her the sound. She was born listening to. Measure this one. Don't take my word for it. Step 1. While she's lying down, watch her ribs and count breaths for 15 seconds. Remember the number. Step 2. Put on something slow, low, and repetitive. Reggae works. Anything with a steady, unhurried pulse. Keep it quieter than your speaking voice. Step 3. Wait 10 minutes. Count again. In most females, that number drops, and you'll see a long exhale and a chin going flat to the floor. Here's why the low pulse works on her specifically. The first sound she ever knew was a heartbeat from the inside, then her mother's body against her while she nursed. Dams settle a litter with a low rumbling hum, never a sharp sound. Slow and low means safe. Males relax to calm sound too. I won't pretend otherwise. But watch where she lies down. She drifts to the speaker and stays. That's not a dog enjoying music. That's a dog going home. Number 9. She turns her back on you. That's the compliment. Here's a complaint I hear constantly. She sleeps facing away from me. My friend's dog curls up on her chest all night. You've been slightly stung by it. Now picture any mother dog with a litter. She isn't facing them. She's curled around them. Spine is the wall, head aimed at the door. That's the position. Back to the babies, face to the threat. So when she reverses into you, presses her spine along your leg and points her nose at the bedroom door, she hasn't lost interest. She's assigned herself the wall. A male usually sleeps wherever it's coolest, sprawled belly up in the middle of the floor. Comfort and access. Nothing wrong with it. But it isn't a formation. Hers is a formation. Tonight, sit on the floor with your back to the sofa and leave a gap beside you. If she backs into it, take the compliment. She just put her body between you and the door. Number 10. The one toy that stopped being a toy. Look at her toy pile and find the odd one out. Not the rope she shreds. Find the one still intact. Old, graying, slightly damp, undamaged after 2 years. She carries it. She sleeps with her chin on it. She takes it to the door when you leave. She has never once bitten down on it. That's the tell. Under a false pregnancy, she adopts an object and stops treating it as prey. Chewing is prey. Carrying softly and guarding is mothering. A male has no version of this. Give him a plush toy and you're pulling stuffing out of the carpet by Friday. Do this gently. Move that toy 3 feet from her nest while she's not looking. Then, time her. If she carries it back to the exact same spot, that isn't play. That's a mother doing a head count. Teeth marks on everything else she owns, not one on that. Number 11, why she walks past you to reach the sick one. Let me hurt your feelings for a second. You feed her, you walk her, you pay for everything she owns. And when your mother visits with a cold, or your teenager's crying behind a closed door, she leaves you and goes to them. It stings. Most owners never admit that out loud. Here's what's happening. A maternal system doesn't reward the strongest member of the group. It scans for the weakest and moves resources there. In a litter, the pup getting the most warmth and licking is the small one falling behind. That's the entire design. You're not being replaced. You're being classed as fine. A male is far more likely to stay with whoever's most fun or most likely to move. His attention follows energy. Hers follows need. So don't call her back. Watch how long she stays. That isn't affection wandering off. That's triage. Number 12. The 90 seconds after the door closes. This only happens when she thinks you've stopped watching. So stand quietly outside the room. Someone leaves the house. Not you. Anyone. Everyone assumes she goes to the door and waits. Watch what she actually does. She gets up and does a circuit. Kitchen, hallway, the kids' room, nose in each doorway for a second, then on. Only then does she lie down, and it's almost never the front door. She's counting. A mother dog does this constantly. Nose over the litter, one at a time, confirming everyone's there and breathing. Remove one puppy and she knows within seconds. Your household is the box now. Males absolutely wait at the door, and that's real. But that's one absence. Hers is the total. Here's the tell. Interrupt her halfway through the circuit, and she starts it again from the beginning. She isn't waiting for anyone to come back. She's taking a register. Number 13. The body that appears between two shouting people. She's been accused of being scared of raised voices. Look at the evidence. If she were frightened, she'd leave. Frightened dogs go under beds and behind sofas. That's what fear looks like. So explain this. Two people start arguing, and she doesn't leave. She walks straight into the middle of it, leans on a leg, shoves her head under a hand, whines and looks between the two faces. Fear runs. This is the opposite of running. A mother dog breaks up scuffles in her litter by inserting her body between the two pups. Not biting, not barking, just becoming an obstacle until the heat drops out of it. It's called splitting. A male is far more likely to do one of two things when the volume rises. Join in barking or exit. Next time she pushes into an argument, notice what happens to your voice. Almost everyone drops it. Nobody decides to. She's making it physically awkward to continue. Number 14. He guards the fence. She guards the room. Here's a reversal that catches people out. Ask most owners which dog is more protective and they'll say, the male. Bigger bark. Patrols the yard. Marks every post. Loses his mind at the gate. Now look at what he's protecting. The edge, the perimeter. Now look at her. She's in the doorway of whatever room you're in. Not the front door, not the yard. The doorway between you and everything else. You move to the kitchen, she gets up and reparks. You shut yourself in the bathroom, she lies down outside it. That's den logic. A whelping female doesn't defend territory. She defends the box her babies are in. And she does it by becoming the door. Tonight, move to a different room. Don't call her. Don't look at her. Count the seconds until she relocates. Then check which way she's facing. Body next to you, head at the entrance. You're inside the box. Number 15. What she does, right before you leave. There's a fork here, and which side she lands on tells you what you actually are to her. 20 minutes before you go, she knows. The shoes, the bag, the way you move. Every dog reads that. Now watch what she does with it, because there are two completely different answers. Answer 1, she follows you, room to room, at your heel, escalating as you get closer to the door. Answer 2, she goes the other way. To the nest, checks the toy is there, lies down beside it, and watches you leave from that spot. Answer 2 gets misread as coldness. Someone in your family has probably said she doesn't care. It's the opposite. Before a mother leaves the box, she settles the litter, checks the count, and positions herself where she can see the exit. So pick up your keys tonight. If she walks away toward that corner, she isn't ignoring your exit. She's covering it. Number 16. The sound that never turns into a bite. Here it is. A puppy gets too rough. A toddler grabs an ear and doesn't let go. Her lip lifts. A short, low sound. Her head snaps forward with a click of teeth. And nothing touches anyone. Owners panic. They shut her away and start worrying she's turning aggressive. Some go looking for a new home that week. She isn't turning. You just watched the most controlled thing a dog can do. That's exactly how a mother corrects a puppy. The entire point is that it never lands. Enough to stop a body, never enough to break skin. Which is why she walks away calm, and 30 seconds later, that puppy is asleep against her. A frightened dog escalates. She does none of that. And she won't waste it on a stranger. She only corrects a child or a dog once she's filed them under hers. So the first time she air snapped at your kid, she wasn't threatening your family. She was joining it. The reason. The nest built from your shirt, the toy she carries and never bites, the milk that arrives for someone else's orphans, the stare that changes her chemistry, the spine she puts between you and the door, the circuit she walks through the house every time somebody leaves it. Her body was built to raise children she will most likely never have. That system doesn't switch off. It doesn't sit idle waiting for a litter that isn't coming. It goes looking for someone to spend itself on. And out of everyone on this planet, it found you. Now, go and check that corner. And before you close this, do one thing for me. In the comments, type one number, the seconds it took her to get up and follow you into the other room. I want to see how many of you get under 5. And if she's ever air snapped and never touched a soul, type "she joined" and tell me who she did it for. That's the rarest thing on this list. And I want to know how many of you have been apologizing for the wrong thing. One more, and it's the strangest of all. There's something she does the first day a new animal walks into your house, and it decides how those two live together for the next 10 years. Most owners are watching the wrong dog when it happens. That one's next. Subscribe so it finds you.